Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dog Walk Trump. Today I want to talk about Trump's crazy, bizarre, and at times almost loving relationship with the infamous and brutal dictator of North Korea, Kim Jong Un. And first, let's take a look at a video where Trump describes this relationship that they have.
I was really being tough, and so was he. And we would go back and forth, and then we fell in love, okay? No, really. He wrote me beautiful letters. And they're great letters. We fell in love.
So first of all, that's hilarious. Trump is talking about falling in love because this brutal North Korean dictator sends him this oversized letter in this oversized white envelope, which Trump proudly took a photo opportunity with a North Korean general turned politician, Kim Jong Un, in the White House. This is so crazy that it looks like a parody movie, but this is real life. And if you think that Trump was just making a joke during this rally in West Virginia to rile up his supporters, it's not a joke. Take a look at this video where he has a meeting with all of his senior advisors, and he once again talks about this beautiful, loving relationship he has with Kim Jong Un because of these letters.
I just got a great letter from Kim Jong Un, and those few people that I've shown this letter to, they've never written letters like that. This letter is a great letter. We've made a lot of progress with North Korea and Kim Jong Un. Chairman Kim has been, we've really established a very good relationship. A lot of good things are happening.
So this is simply ridiculous. Trump is at the White House at this senior meeting with officials like Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and with National Security Advisor John Bolton, who's just chilling in the back with his crazy mustache. And he's talking about these beautiful love letters from this brutal and cruel North Korean dictator who sends thousands of his own innocent civilians to prison gulags and work camps without any trial, without any due process. They're just sent there to be executed, to work to death, and they're raped and tortured, and just the most unspeakable crimes against humanity. This is the same regime that oversaw the starvation of over 3 million people in the 1990s. And not only that, but take a look at how Kim Jong Un treats people within his own inner circle. Education Minister Kim Young-jin was actually executed by firing squad because guess what his crime was? He was slouching during a meeting and maybe dozed off a little bit.
One of North Korea's top ministers has been executed for showing a lack of respect at a meeting chaired by leader Kim Jong Un, according to the South. Kim Young-jin was sent to the firing squad in July, apparently after slouching at a public event.
So for not having the best posture, he was brutally executed in cold blood. And he's not the only one.
Kim Yong-chol, head of the North's United Front Department, which handles inter-Korean affairs, was sent for a month of re-education on a rural farm for trying to expand his department's role.
Remember that big-ass envelope that Trump got from Kim Jong Un? Well, the person standing next to him, Kim Yong-chol, was actually sent to a re-education camp for a month, but I guess he got back in time to deliver that letter to Trump. And the list goes on. In 2016, a North Korean general named Hyung Yong-chol was executed and blasted away by an anti-aircraft gun simply for falling asleep during a meeting. And not even his own family is immune. He executed his own uncle, Jang Sung-tak, and burnt him up with a bunch of flamethrowers afterwards. And there's even evidence he arranged to have his own brother, Kim Jong-nam, poisoned to death at an airport in Kuala Lumpur. That's why it's so ridiculous, so crazy, and so concerning that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, admires this really brutal madman dictator, Kim Jong Un of North Korea. And don't take my word for it. Take a look at what Trump says about how he admires Kim Jong Un to a reporter right in front of the White House.
Are we close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House?
Could happen. I mean,
they talked about that yesterday.
I would have him. Yeah, I think it's something that could happen. Yeah. Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he is the strong head. Mm-hmm. Don't let anyone think anything different. Right. He speaks, and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Well.
So first of all, what? Trump wants his people, the American people, to stand at attention like this brutal North Korean dictator who murders his own family, who murders his own inner circle, who murders thousands of his own innocent people and sends them to these work education camps. Trump admires this guy so much that he wants the same type of absolute power as a dictator for himself. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or anything in between. That is just preposterous, and it should be highly concerning to every single American citizen. How can we have a president like this? And on top of that, this was just a few days after the Singapore summit that he held with Kim Jong Un. Take a look at this crazy movie trailer that Trump made purposely like a propaganda video to appease Kim Jong Un.
Destiny Pictures presents a story of opportunity, a new story, a new beginning, one of peace, two men, two leaders, one destiny. A story about a special moment in time when a man is presented with one chance that may never be repeated. What will he choose? To show vision and leadership? Or not? There can only be two results. One of moving back. Or one of moving forward. A new world can begin today. One of friendship, respect, and goodwill. Be part of that world, where the doors of opportunity are ready to be opened. Investment from around the world, where you can have medical breakthroughs, an abundance of resources, innovative technology, and new discoveries. What if? Can history be changed? Will the world embrace this change? And when could this moment in history begin? It comes down to a choice. On this day, in this time, at this moment, the world will be watching, listening, anticipating, hoping. Will this leader choose to advance his country and be part of a new world? Be the hero of his people? Will he shake the hand of peace and enjoy prosperity like he has never seen? A great life or more isolation? Which path will be chosen? Featuring President Donald Trump and Chairman Kim Jong Un in a meeting to remake history, to shine in the sun. One moment, one choice. What if? The future remains to be
Okay, so that cheap and gaudy movie trailer style video, which looks like a complete joke, is sadly very real. Trump literally played that video to Kim Jong Un at their first ever summit in Singapore. And that video kind of highlights Trump's stupid way of thinking. He thinks that he can convince Kim Jong Un to totally give up the ballistic missiles program, the nuclear weapons program, and open up the country so that it can be economically revitalized and Trump can build all of his, gaudy hotels, the Trump hotels along the beaches of North Korea. What Trump doesn't realize, which is what his Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coates, knows full well, is that Kim Jong Un views the nuclear weapons program as key to his regime survival. Our intelligence services know what's going on, which is that Kim Jong Un is making a fool out of Trump, sending him all these oversized white envelopes and giving him all these over-the-top flowery, praises like a loving relationship, when in reality he's secretly building up his country's nuclear arsenal and ballistic missiles program. This is what's going on, and Trump is being made a fool because he thinks that he can somehow make complete peace with North Korea and win a Nobel Peace Prize just like President Obama, because he's always wanting to do exactly what Obama did and not be one-upped by him. You know, I don't want to have a war with North Korea. I think that the rhetoric in the very beginning, when Trump was calling him Rocket Man and, you know, going back and forth on Twitter with very, very, you know, fiery and fire and fury rhetoric, I think that that was very dangerous. But what we have now is dangerous too. Trump saying stuff like he wants the American people to sit at attention when Trump speaks. He doesn't realize, or maybe he does, that the North Korean dictator is able to have his own people always sit at attention because literally he executes people who have a slouching posture or doze off during his speeches. And if Trump wants that same absolute power, we the American people are in serious trouble. So now that they're in Vietnam, hashing things out again, I think it's going to be exactly like what happened at the first Singapore summit. You know, this brutal North Korean dictator, Kim Jong Un, is going to give Trump all these flowery praises and empty promises, but secretly build up his nuclear weapons program. And this is completely unacceptable. We should not have an outright war with North Korea, but we should also be realistic with trying to find pragmatic ways to make sure that we do not have the nuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Dog Walk Trump on Kim Jong Un and North Korea. And I hope you all maybe learned a little something, maybe got surprised by a few facts. I know I was surprised by a lot of the stuff that I found in researching this video. And if you have any comments you'd like to share, please do so in the comment section and I'll be sure to take a look at them. Well, until next time, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.